One of the best finals in years ended in a nail-biting climax as Alan Malice made the crucial save from Mark McAllister. The Linfield keeper mobbed by teammates as the Blues retained the trophy as part of a league and cup double. It was a result almost everyone had expected. Yet, when the day began, Dungannon manager Harry Fay was happy to go in as underdogs.
Wouldn't want it any other way. That's the way we want it, but it's a two-horse race, and as anybody knows, in a two-horse race both horses have a chance, and we played our optimum with a hell of a chance.
However, the self-belief in the Dungannon camp at the pre-match lunch didn't extend far beyond Stangmore Park, for many of the game's most knowledgeable authorities expected opponents Linfield to sweep the victory.
Oh, it has to be Linfield, though I did see them on Monday night against Cork, where they had an off night, but they still won, and I think with the quality player and the depth to their squad, Linfield would have to be favourites.
I would have to go for Linfield. It's the Irish Cup final, and after beating Cliftonville in the semi-final, you never know what will happen today, but let's hope for a very good game and a great atmosphere.
I honestly believe Linfield are just going to prove too strong. Glenn Ferguson, Peter Thompson, those guys score goals for fun, and in David Jeffrey they have a very, very shrewd manager, and of course they're going for the double. So for me, Linfield to win, but I genuinely hope Dungannon give them a really, really good game.
Linfield with home advantage then odds on for a cup final victory, and Swifts fans must have feared a trouncing as Mark Dixon scored in only the 3rd minute. Even a repeat of his semi-final hat-trick against Lisburn Distillery was a distinct possibility. But Dungannon clearly hadn't read the script, because he got back in level terms shortly afterwards, and what a brilliant goal it was from Rory Hamill, who scored with a superb effort after Blues goalkeeper Alan Malice had been left exposed. However, our faith in the pundits was restored when Glenn Ferguson made it 2-1 in the 37th minute, the veteran forward getting ahead of a hesitant defence, his shot just beyond Dwayne Nelson for the normally prolific striker's first goal in 10 games. But the underdogs were level again within 3 minutes. Rodney McAree's free kick getting a slight deflection, although not enough to absolve the keeper as the Blues once again surrendered a lead. Into the second half, and while the goals dried up, the pace seldom relented, Ferguson and Thompson both coming close. Openings for the Swifts were few and far between, but they had a chance to win it in normal time when Mark McAllister beat the offside trap, but his shot missed the target. In contrast, Linfield finished strongly, creating several late chances to avoid extra time, Jamie Mulgrew coming close, before a brilliant save from Dwayne Nelson denied William Murphy, while some great defending kept out Peter Thompson. Extra time came and went with Linfield in charge, but still unable to produce that all-important goal, and so only penalties would separate the sides. Dungannon had the advantage as Nelson saved from Jim Irvine and Thomas Stewart, but Linfield converted the next 3, meaning a Malice save from McAllister's strike would keep the cup at Windsor.
Saved by Malice!
Great credit has got to go to Dungannon. They battled so very hard. We knew it was going to be tough. Everybody talked about, the provincial side coming and playing mighty Linfield, and all we had to do was turn up. We knew ourselves, and that's why our boys were so fired up for it. And if we hadn't have been, we couldn't have matched Dungannon. That must have been one of the most enthralling cup finals for years and years. Great to see the people of Dungannon out, great to see our own supporters out, and just a fantastic day.
With the league and cup now safely in the Linfield trophy cabinet for another season, David Jeffrey celebrated. His side will aim to complete a famous treble when they take on Drogheda in next week's Setanta Cup final.